Hey, it's David Wilson, the Business Savage. Listen, do you need to grow your network in 2021? Do you need more connections in 2021 because you need to make more sales in 2021? Because you need to make more money in 2021? Well, I have something for you. It's a free video and a free script on how to connect anyone to anyone, anywhere, for any reason, without the fear of rejection. That's right. You never feel rejected ever again, because that's the biggest hurdle that we face, that rejection. I'll show you how to never face that again. Go to www.thenorejectionconnection.com. That's www.thenorejectionconnection.com. Watch my free video and get started today.
This is William Eastman, Managing Partner for GrowthWorks Media and Station Director at IBGR. If you listen to any of our broadcasts, you know we consider all entrepreneurs part of one family. People who are the heroes of our societies because they put their soul into the game and risk failure for everybody else. We want to meet and get to know everyone, like having a family reunion. Plus, to provide the highest quality of programming, we need to hear from you. The place to start is to become a subscriber. Every week we will send you our broadcasting schedule, links to show notes, and occasionally a gift like something practical from our toolbox. It is simple to do. Go to our Join Us page, sign up, and become part of the most important global community, entrepreneurs. Never forget, we create over 50% of the jobs around the world. We look forward to meeting you.
Are back. I hope you download the app. You are listening to Women of Business Thriving on the IBGR network. I am your host, Dr. Tracie Hines Lashley, and I am here with Miss Sharice Robinson.
Hello. I'm having fun. Hello.
Yes. This has been a great episode. I can't believe we're halfway finished. Like, oh no.
Yes.
So we are talking about the thin line between women and men who lead. Ooh, we have had some deep conversations, y'all. If you missed it, look, you got to go listen to the podcast later. Because we had some great stuff. Okay, now I want to say, ladies, women, how can you step up to the plate and be a better leader? Better business owner for your company. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things as women, we don't know how to go home on time. We have to stay there and, oh my God, I have to finish all of this. And then you get home, you're stressed out because you've been stressed at work. Right. Then you're like, oh, I got to cook dinner. Right. I got to clean the house up. I got to get the kids, make sure they did the homework. Oh, right. It's just like, I can't do it all.
Yes.
So you have to have that work-life balance. I say harmony, but hey, you know about work-life balance. You have to harmonize your life.
Right.
So what are some of the things that you do, Sharice, to stay in harmony?
So you're asking me? And I'm still learning this? Wow. One thing is that you really have to learn to separate. Like, you are human. You have to admit that enough is enough. And putting those limitations in place, right? Because you will quickly burn out. And when you burn out of everything. You won't have any energy to give to your family. You're not meeting your own expectations because you don't have anything else to give. So you have to learn how to just separate. And how do you do that, right? So for me, I do, like, some days if I have to work late, I make sure it's only one day that I'm working late because I get it. Some things you're not going to be able to get in between 8 and 5 because you have meetings, you have phone calls, you have this, you have that, you have the needs of other people because you are a leader. You're helping others. So there's going to be days that you're going to have that late day. Make it one day though, right? Because you have a family, and that late day means, not another 8 hours. It means setting a limit of I'll be here an hour and a half and I'm gone.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. So that's one thing that I do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know there a lot of times when, oh man, I had the kids at the house, they all had activities. They were all in orchestra, band, they played sports, and they, were in all these societies, and I was in school and working. I'm like, how am I going to do all of this? So one thing that I learned is building teams will be, oh my goodness, a lifesaver. Because when you build those teams at work, you can leave work on time. You build your teams at home, which people don't know, your family, that's a team.
Right.
So you build that team at home, you don't have to go straight home. So you can have that woosah time.
What?
After work and before you get home. Look, I have mastered this. So that is what I teach women. Like, look, get your time back. Find your peace.
That is essential. I've learned the long route home, and it always stops me because I'm surrounded by water. So I always end up by the water, and it's my safety place. It's not, I try to go where there's nobody there because I don't even want a car parked next to me. I don't want to think about anybody else, right? So I just want to just go, and it may not even be any music. It's just something to clear my head of what happened throughout the day. So when I walk through these doors, I have more to give because they're going to want it. You don't want to shut your family out. For me, I have 3 kids, right? And for them, I have a girl and 2 boys. Boys are just pretty much, how's your day? Good. My daughter, from the time she left the house to the time she got home, I knew every step, and I wanted to be there. I wanted to hear that. And I had to engage my boys, like, not asking those closing questions because, again, they're your first team, as you said. You have to ask those questions that's going to promote thought and not just good, no, yes. So you have to get that energy back. So my thing is like that long route home, just to say, just to breathe.
Yes, man, I'm telling you, I wish I was back in Panama. Oh my goodness. Being on that water.
Love it.
Man, nothing like it. And that's one thing we talked about, teamwork. That is huge. Ladies, focus on teamwork. Mm-hmm. You cannot do it alone. And especially as business owners, you need a team. It might not be a team that you're paying for. It might be, hey, I don't know how to do graphic design. Let me go and find somebody in my circle. Hopefully you have a circle around you, a team where you can, hey, I need this done. And they do it for you.
Right.
They're not necessarily on your payroll, but guess what? You can outsource.
Right.
Because it's going to take you more money to try and figure out on your own than it is to pay a professional.
Oh my goodness.
And the reason I say that is because time is money.
Yes.
So you wasting time trying to figure it out. What you think will happen?
Right.
Take away from you working on your business.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man. And being empathetic. Oh.
That's a good one.
Yes. To me, I think this is something where we as women are pretty good at. But you have some who rather not have relationships. They rather I'm just going into work and I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. So that does nothing for you.
Right.
Because you don't have a relationship built. You don't have any connections. So when you need a favor, they're going to look at you like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you need that. I remember a time where People were calling me the pit bull. I didn't have those relationships with people. I'm like, I don't need nobody, just they thought I was cocky, but it wasn't cockiness. It was just like, no, I don't need you. That's just the way my personality was. And I had to learn very quickly that I did need people.
Very true.
It's like, if you don't have the relationship, look, they not going to do you any favors. They going to be like, not answering your phone calls.
Very true. Very true.
So have you ever had experience with this? I know you said that sometimes you're like a little tough.
So being empathetic is something that I feel like everybody needs to learn. Because it's a strong strength to have, it's understanding, it goes beyond feeling the compassion, but it's understanding that people have feelings and people are dealing with different things. So understanding that you too, have bad days, understand that others have bad days as well.
Yes. But we don't care about the others. We just know that.
So it is something that you definitely have to work on, because in a sense, you don't want to say it, but sometimes you can be selfish as a leader, It's about, I need this done, but you have to understand that have a little empathy, build that relationship, understand or ask how someone's doing, how they're doing today. And it really goes a long way. And like you said, it makes a difference from when you're in need and then somebody actually answering your call because you showed empathy.
Now, ladies, we are not saying be pushovers. No, we're not saying that at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Oh my gosh, not at all. Yeah. It's about being teachable too,
Oh, that's a good. Oh, yes.
About being teachable, because understanding that you learn every day of your life.
Yes.
The day that you stop learning is the day that you're not here.
Mm-hmm. You hear that, business owners? Yes, you need.
So modeling.
You might be in charge, but you need your people.
Exactly. You have to model being teachable.
Yes.
So that is another key point.
Yes. So what key points do you have?
So we talked about, being teachable, admitting your mistakes, because that's big. Admitting that you can make mistakes, focusing on strengths.
Ooh, yes,
being strength focused, because also often people hear what they're doing wrong, but what are they doing right?
But another thing is, we don't want to address our weaknesses.
Oh yeah,
yes. You hear when you have interviews and you. Ask,
oh my God, I hate that question. I hate that question. Because you don't want to list too many, because they're like, why do we need you? You got all these weaknesses.
Exactly. And you can't say you don't have it. They're going to like, oh, she thinks she's perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That is something that I work on, as far as my weaknesses. When I say weaknesses, those are my growth areas, right? We don't don't say weaknesses. They're your growth areas. We're gonna always be growing. Again, that's just like you're learning, you're growing, right? Yes. So those are your growth areas. So don't be afraid to tackle those. You can't see me, but my air quotes on weaknesses, because they are growth areas.
Exactly. Yes. See, you guys, we are having fun here. We're also teaching you a few things. We have more to teach you guys when we come back after this break. Like I said, if you haven't done so, download the app.